Oh,
love that.
Toff and Vicky join us now. So you must look at this and think, oh, I remember that.
Gives me goosebumps.
Does it?
Yeah, it really does. I can't believe it was a year ago for me.
What about
It's
you?
bizarre.
I mean, it's a distant memory for me now, Phil. What's that, 3 years ago? You're lucky if I can remember it. No, it gives us... It makes us feel really emotional and really grateful because of all the nice things that have happened off the back.
Yeah. You see all those things there with obviously the bugs and the eating and whatnot. Yesterday we showed a clip of the new contestants that are going in, and they look like they sort of had no idea of what to expect in the jungle. We were like, do you know where you're going? Were you sort of well equipped for that?
Oh, no, not at all. I just didn't think I was actually going. I thought it was just a complete wind-up. And then I got on the plane and I was like, this is real. And then you're in lockdown for a week, and that's exactly what the celebrities are doing now. Right. And I don't know about you, Vicky, but I really struggled being on lockdown because you've got a chaperone and you're in a hotel. All the celebrities are in different hotels.
So you're not hanging out with each other at this point?
You don't see anyone. And for me, I mean, that is my worst nightmare, not having any friends to talk to, not being allowed to
So
run around.
what is the process of having your phones taken off you? Are you allowed one final text to your family?
So the minute you land, you meet your chaperone, and they're all lovely. Like, they're really canny. And you get to make one last call, so whether it's your mum or your partner or whatever. And that's you essentially signing off and going into what they consider lockdown. And it's always varied. I know I was a late entry my year with Fern and Spencer. So I assumed I'd be going in less than a week. And when a week came and went, I was thinking, yous are having me on. I'm not on I'm a Celeb. I'm on Ant and Deck Saturday Night Takeaway, and it's just a wind-up. So you honestly didn't think I was going in?
You looked away a week before you even
I was
go
a
in
week.
the jungle.
You must have been longer.
Oh, just over, yeah. And you are starting to think, I'm just like a reserve.
And no contact with the outside world?
None at all.
So that's what they're doing right now?
Completely.
And the
must
ones-
be going so hard.
Must have been going insane.
The ones where... the lineup's been announced. Harry Redknapp, as Rochelle was saying, and he was one of the guys that yesterday we watched Harry, and he seems to be completely clueless about what's going to happen.
He actually, and I quote, said, well, I've had calamari before, so...
What a wonderful booking. I think he's going to be brilliant to watch.
Who are your favourite bookings? Who do you know? Have you got any friends?
I know James from the Vamps very well.
Yeah.
I spoke to him before he left on Saturday night. He was so nervous, bless him. I was telling him everything that I wished someone had told me last year.
Yes.
Without ruining it for him.
Yeah. So what did you tell him?
I told him that the next week is probably going to be harder than the show. Well, it was for me. And just relax and be yourself. Because in there it's very hard to put up a false pretense and enjoy every second, because I'm so jealous.
What do you want? How about you?
I'm friends with Emily Attack, obviously from the In-Betweeners, and I give her quite a lot of advice. I hope I've not cheated at all. I just told her to be brave and not be a girl pants in the trials, to not sleep through the day even if she is tired, because nobody wants to watch you sleep unless they're weird.
That's a good one.
To help out in camp, because although it might not get shown, it helps build morale, and there's nothing better than being a part of the camp and feeling like you're contributing.
And also, I think selfishly, when you do the jobs around camp, you get moving, even though it's hard, because you've got no energy. Your enthusiasm level's so much higher than other people, because they're very lethargic in their hammocks. So it's really good advice.
Time go quick as well.
Yeah,
It can be a little bit boring.
So who do you think, if you look at this lineup, because you've got big names there, Nick Knowles, you've got Fleur Reese, Rita Simmons, Anne Hegarty, Zaya Khan, Malik Thompson-Dyer, James McVeigh, John Barrowman, who in the headlines said he was the first gender-fluid person who might win. And I don't know quite when that happened, but...
Probably just before he went in I'm a Celeb.
Right. Picking those... Noel Edmonds going in a little bit late.
Yes, I love that.
So who's going to win? Who's going to cause the rows?
I think, for me, my winner might be Fleur East.
Oh.
Just because I kind of followed her a bit over the years. I think she's very strong and tough.
She's a tough cookie.
And we like that. We like strong, tough girlies.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's very close. I think it's very early days to suggest who we think's going to win. But I know we've had a run of strong women. We have. Yourself, you, Scarlett. I wouldn't mind seeing a fella. I wouldn't mind seeing Nick Knowles.
Do you think?
I sat next to him once at the TV Choice Awards and I thought he was a lovely bit of kit. He was a nice-looking fella.
I just feel like he's one of those people, you know,
Put him in that jungle
wind him
shower.
up. Yeah. Oh, really? Can I see a bit of you?
It's a nice bit of kit. I like
Lovely
that.
bit.
So funny.
See, it's funny. It's a funny old world we live in now, because if a bloke was sitting there saying that about one of the girls, there'd be hell up.
So true.
Really sorry, it came from a good place.
what about rows? What about potential rows?
Yeah.
I feel like if you're winding up Noel Edmonds the wrong way, he might just completely lose it. I think he'll be great for a couple of weeks. And then if you prod him one too many times, he's just going to erupt.
Do you think it might be like a Dr Jekyll and Mr Hyde situation? Like when he's being nice, it's Noel Edmonds, but you push him too far and you get Mr Blobby.
I want to see what he's like when his hair's not coiffed.
Yes, that's what we were saying this morning. I've never seen him with
Funny.
flat hair before.
I'm so excited.
The food thing and the hunger, that must make everyone a little bit more antsy.
It's just savage. People talk about it so much before you go, oh, you're going to be hungry, but you just don't know until you arrive. 3 weeks in there with basically nothing.
Have you eaten rice and beans since?
I've got a real aversion to beans. I'm still on the rice hype. I always like the rice in there, though. The beans,
How are you?
no
Vicky,
go.
with the food?
So I went in there and I was like so desperately panicked about this whole jungle shower scene and the pressure that was put on you.
Yes.
That I became very, very small before I went in, like probably the smallest I've ever been. So to be honest with you, living on rice and beans 3 meals a day, getting your odd donut from the Dingo Dollar, I was probably eating better than before I went in.
3 vegans in there this year, and of course we've got Kiosk Kev, who looks absolutely terrifying.
He
He's
does.
taken over from
Look at
Keith,
that.
Oh,
who
yeah.
was fired.
No nice
we
way
won't
to
go
put
into
that, is there?
But he looks very scary. So amazing. Can't wait for it to start. And we haven't mentioned Holly, but I can't wait for that either. Thank you.
Excited.
Thank you.